Alrighty, welcome. For some reason, we're using a different drafting tool than Draftflow, so I do not have an overlay built for it just yet, but we are going to be starting off Piss Boys versus Tip. Piss Boys are not going to be letting Fusro play some of his favorite champions, like the Udyr, like the Volibear, and then they're going to ban Smolder away from Pencil Prime, aka Trooper, aka I won't say his government name. And then we're gonna have a Fiddlesticks banned away from 08 PM, Malzahar banned from whoever's playing mid lane because Malzahar is boring, and Vex is gonna be banned out mid as well. I don't know who's playing Vex on the Piss Boys, but we will find out. I guess we won't actually. Empirical's playing, so you know that we're gonna have a nice little AP Varus in the bot lane. Which is always a fun time. Just not sure if the side for TIP is aware. I also forgot to hit at everybody. Oh no. There we go. Now we'll get some viewers. Alright, Lucian Braum. Pretty solid bot lane, pretty standard bot lane. Coming in for Fusro's gang of the 2-inch Punishers. Zor! The support that we love. Sorry about that last game. Your Zach was kind of trash. Ivern going to be picked up, which makes me believe that 08 PM is going to be in the jungle. But I'm not really sure. No, I entered. It's one of my favorite things to do. But you know, it's just limit testing, you know? And third pick, coming in for PSS, I would expect support. So we'll see what they're going to rock with. A Mumu. Alright, so it could be a Mumu support. It could be Ivern support, theoretically. I just have to see if Cithro's playing or not. Random hero. Okay, I'd expect a Mumu in the jungle and then Ivern support. Ooh, we're going to have a Nafiri picked up. This is definitely a Fusro champion, not much of an Elvania champ. Formerly known as Lucy Lou. Garen going to be banned out away from... Who's playing? Is it Onyx in the top lane? Cithro in the top lane. Awesome, awesome. Very nice. Silas going to get banned away. Not sure how much I like this ban. But it's a ban nonetheless. So we will go from there. I really wish that song was more back and forth. Malphite ban coming through. Because, you know, if the other team has a Silas, you really don't want them to get that counter pick. Alright, Gwen gonna be the final ban, so some carry champions getting pulled away from the top lane. TIP. So let's see what they're gonna do. We're gonna get a nice little Mel mid lane. Mel's been a pretty good champ in the Beer League Light season so far. I believe 3 games and should have been 3 victories, but Team on the Shadows kind of hinted a bit in their Mel game. And that happens from time to time. So, I don't know. The side of TIP has a pretty interesting team comp. Cassiopeia is going to be picked up to counter the Mel. Okay. Haven't played that matchup. I don't think it'd be bad though. Like, as long as your ult isn't getting redirected, should be just fine. And Ornn gonna be locked in last but not least for the Piss Boys. So I don't know, a lot of magic damage, especially if Empirical is going his AP Vars build. But, you know, there's really just one tank on the side of TIP, and I don't think the Lucian's really going to be building a bunch of MR. So I really, in the grand scheme of things, not going to be that big of a deal. And we're going to get nice Cassante in the top lane, so this could definitely make it a little bit more difficult with everything that's going on. Let's go. I'm going to hit ready. Don't forget to use your emotes. Highly agreed. Alright, and now let's get into... Let me refresh this. Please tell me that this works. Oh, no. Why is this not working? Oh, here we go.
You have the heart of a weakling. It is done.
What did I do?
Alrighty. There we go. We got our nice little champ select going, looking super duper official. Although this does need to be cleaned up a bit. They had a few updates to this app, and I'm not a fan of how it's really looking. No, Muffin. I get paid plenty enough by my actual job to where I can work on this stuff, so it works out nicely. But I mean, pizza. I'm always down for some pizza. Whoa. Well, you might not be wrong, Sor. Alright, is anyone else partaking in any beverages on this Saturday night, afternoon, depending on if you live in California or Alaska?
Here is the first of many foes.
Got some Miller for this game. Also, this was very last minute me knowing that I was going to be doing this, so we'll see how it goes. Stones. Oh my goodness. Someone messed up a ban. What an idiot. What an idiot. Stone, since you suggested anchovy pizza, I think your rating's gonna go up for next season. Sorry, I just make the rules. I honestly don't even know like what ban or what mispick happened. But one thing that's really nice about current tournament code, tournament draft stuff is you can actually hover your champion in champ select. And then like I don't know why you couldn't do that before. It's pretty nice. So people really shouldn't be messing up. But sometimes people are just dumb. Oh, I can't put my beer there. Okay, here we go. Everyone's filling their champs in. I'm really glad that Fusro's side is lined up with where they're playing. Gotta really appreciate those guys. So I'm glad all of you are, you know, mature, successful people that are in on a Saturday night at 9:15 American time. Recap today. North Carolina got crushed in football. Bill Belichick not doing much there. Penn State got upset, which was amazing. What else happened? Who else happened? Oh, Eric, I know that you're a teacher, so yeah, you follow in the. We got. I know Texas lost. Archie, goodness gracious. It is a good night. I mean, I didn't. I know Florida State and Miami's going on right now, so I'm gonna try and keep tabs on that game, but just via ESPN app. Shabazz Napier. Oh, never mind. All right, Florida State's gonna get crushed. Well, that's good. I don't like them. Alrighty, here we go. Just 1 minute flipping and switching and things like that. Can I already? Cannot do that yet. Okay. Billy Napier. I'm assuming that's Florida's coach. That's my best guess. But we will see. Yeah, okay. Alright, what else happened in college football world? For some of the top teams in the nation. We should probably do like a rundown for Beer League, but you know, it is what it is. Texas Tech beating Houston currently. Ohio State absolutely crushing Minnesota. A&M Mississippi State, not a bad game. Oklahoma played against Kent State. Congrats on winning this game. Bama beat Vanderbilt, hand them their first loss of the season. Georgia beating Kentucky. Cincinnati upsetting Iowa State. That's a big win for Cincinnati. Might push them to top 25. Michigan beating Wisconsin. Not too shabby. Notre Dame taking on Boise. Boise is not the Boise of old, so easy victory. Notre Dame also sucks, though. Illinois taking down Purdue. Virginia beating Louisville. And there we go. No, hold on. Hold on, Duba. Nico, I'm a leaving. I don't know. I don't know. Penn State's just trash. Like, usually you have the games, like, after you win a big one, where you just fall flat. Usually it's not you lose a big one and then you just fall off the face of the earth and lose to 0-4 UCLA. Also, to everyone that's just tuning in, yes, this is Beer League, but we're just waiting for the game to get started, so we're gonna talk about some foosball. Because it's a little bit more enjoyable, and I can do what I want. So, PSS against Tip. Tip is 1-1 this season. Their first week they had to forfeit just because couldn't agree upon a schedule. Last week they did take down... Who did they beat? Bailey and Buttritos. PSS, they're 2-0 on the season, taking down Bailey and Buttritos in week 1. And then last week they absolutely dismantled Timo in the Shadows. So, should be a good time. And got 30 more seconds. A last chance to make any predictions. Pencil's the father of your child. Oh my goodness. That's a good comparison. I would say about, those two fellers. Alrighty. It's almost time to hit the rift. I mean, if you're Fusro, I would think you should be able to run the Beer League Light. But we shall see. And let's get on to the rift. Do we need some music? Do we need some rift tunes? See if we can get some rift tunes a rolling. Here we go. Let me just reorder this side because do runes work on here? I know we don't always get the upgraded stream. But let's take a gander into this matchup. I know we've got some music playing, but Beer League Life, for some reason, we don't do 5-man invades here, so let's just do a little introduction between the two teams. In the top lane, we've got Cithro on Ornn duty. Random Hero 6 is playing the Amumu. Human Bane on the Cassiopeia. Empirical Dark Harvest on his AP. But nope, this will not be AP Varus. In the bot lane with the support Ivern. Gonna be shields galore forever. LSM gonna be playing Cassante on the top lane. Fusro, the captain, on Nefiri. Elvania with the Mel Pencil Prime on the Lucian. And Aloe Vera Gel, whatever you want to call him, on the Braum in support. And here we go. Minions have spawned. Minions are in the lane. Let's get ready. I know Spellbook got a mini nerf recently. Maybe it's just something that Aloe prefers to play. Maybe he's not going to be going all around the map and using that smite and everything else that's nice and good in the world. It's not about what's recommended, Mr. Hernandez. It's about what are we gaming with in the Light League. And currently it's not much. But I don't know. I mean, I think this game, I'm not sure if Fusro has any fun rules or fun ideas for this one. I know in weeks past, every time he would get a kill on somebody, hold on, Elvania gonna get Cassiopeia kind of low, but not close enough to the execute range. Fusro being safe just in case that Cassiopeia stepped up too far forward. I forgot my train of thought, and that's a-okay. But no, Fusro, he should be able to carry most of these games. He does have a quality team around him. His bot lane should listen to him for the most part. But I'm just interested to see how much he's going to play. Hey guys, I'm going to split push whenever there's an objective up. And we're just going to bank on them not stealing it. Aloe doesn't use, you know, he uses his brain to make any decision that he wants. We do have some top lane battles going on. Lethal tempo on the Cassante. I just noticed that. So some runes not getting saved. That kind of stinks. But I know that the Piss Boys also played with PTA Rumble last week. Cassante would be pretty darn sweet. Fusro getting some really good vision down. He also should be able to get a kill here. He does have his W, but I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit. And unfortunately, I don't think Random Hero's going to be able to take anything here. He actually might just be getting caught out. And why are we not panning toward the mid lane? I guess Nefiri is going to live. Ramumu will. All those dogs are going to just chase Random Hero. 86. I can't read. Alright. Ooh, Ivern might be getting rooted up here. Exhaust going to come down onto Pencil Prime, as is some Grievous from the Varus E. And Varus going to get stunned up now. He does still have Barrier. Where the heck did Braum go? And the Barrier is going to come out and just keep Varus alive. How much health do we have here? Less than 10 HP. My goodness gracious. So, I don't know. We've got some fun builds going on. Oh, we are going to get AP Varus. Alright. I just didn't know with the Blade of Doran's Blade what that meant for us. Alright, so 2-0 on the kills for PSS. Empirical has both of them. So he's got a pretty decent gold lead over his lane counterpart. APM gonna fish and whiff that Ivern Q. Oh yeah, they're gonna have no AD for sure. But I think the whole thing is like we just blow them up irregardlessly. With the Amumu passive. Scales for days. It shreds some MR, but not enough. I mean, it could be enough. We're going to find out later. But first, we've got a flash coming in from Elvania to hit the E, and the ultimate's going to come down. We're going to say that's solo bolo. Fusra wasn't really there. So good job in the mid lane. Elvania normally plays support, doing her best to play the mid lane this season. So, nice kill there. Fusra in the area does give Vanya a little bit more confidence, but we're still good. Ooh. Good buffer in there from the Cassante. Going all out now. Amumu's in the area. Has Curse of the Sad Mummy. Wonders if he's going to use it. Sith throw. You can't miss your ult like that. Oh. It's okay. Still get the kill. Still get the feats. Warfare started. So let's just keep on moving. Alright, ooh, we've got the invade coming in. Curse of the Sad Mummy not available for Random Hero. Vanya not going to be looking to get enough execute damage, but just needs to hit that Q and then an auto. Not going to be enough. Flash coming in from Random Hero. LSM's in the area now trying to cut off this Cassiopeia. Lethal tempo. Going hard. Braum is here. Great ult Cassiopeia, but it's not going to be enough. Aloe, the support, The Braum with Guardian. Taking the kill. Yeah, you know, if you're an Aloe fan, you love to see it. If you're not an Aloe fan, then, yeah, it happens. Now, Braum with lethal tempo, pretty darn fun. If you play ARAM, you get Braum. Highly recommend on hit Braum. It goes hard. Alright, Grub's going to be picked up by the tip. And that's going to be... Is that all of the jungle? They're going their way? That's 2 out of the 3. Mel, great redirect. Not sure if you know this, but there's a Daisy in the area, and there's nothing that you can redirect here. But I'm going to assume she might get out. Exhaust going to come down. Mel does have her ultimate. Oh, 8 PM. You can't miss that hit. But, you know, you as a support, you can get a solo kill on a Mel. So that's just fantastic. So good job, 8 PM. So Piss Boys are up by 1.6k gold. Is there anything that like we need to look at stats wise as fans? Are we feeling pretty good right now? Ooh, Aloe. He's trying to stop this back. He's like, I've got a kill in my back pocket, so I can do some damage. Gold difference in jungle and how it'll go. Well, you see. You see here, Duba. I've got something that other people don't have. And it's this gold tab. And it lets us see, you know, the jungle gold difference. And with Fusro's, he might be a 4.5 pointer. But he's also behind. So, there we go. We've got that for us. And going all out is LSM on to Cithro. Cithro's going to be forced to flash away LSM's lethal tempo. Not getting in range like it once used to. The gold lead of 16 is enough. Fusro is clearing waves much faster, and he's going to try and... I don't know what he's going to try and do. He used the blast cone just for funsies, I guess. Dragon's up in a minute. Maybe he's trying to mid-max that. That's my best guess. I don't know. I don't even know the guy. He's a good guy. Alright, 45 for Dragon. I would hope teams are pushing out their waves. The Mumu is getting spotted out. Cassante and Neferia are both top sides, so this should be a free dragon. Fusro has smited a lot better this season. I will say he might be against junglers who aren't as great with their smite timings as those in the Stout League. And Mumu's just going to be getting free gold here. Clearing out wards like it's his day job. Cassante getting some really good damage down onto Cithro. Ooh, 8 PM Ivern with a long range Q. All right, we might be getting a team fight here. Oh, or we might not be. Well, let's see what's happening. Cassiopeia already coming through. This is not the chart I wanted to see. This is the one I wanted to see. All right, so we are gonna have a smite fight on this dragon. It is gonna go the way of Fusro, just like we expected. Mel gonna be getting a kill here as well with her ultimate. Horn gonna blow the big tank horn. Pencil Prime gonna get a kill onto the Cassiopeia, and it looks like a nice, easy wipe for the side of the tip. Aloe's going to go down support, V support. It's not going to be a clean wipe. Ornn is in the area. Casante's still up top. And he's going to get a lot of damage down. And he's going to kill him with the pillar. Mel should be a get out of this. Like, there's far too long distance to walk. And Ornn going to get the nice knock-up. He's going to get the Bellows Breath. And he's going to get a kill Cithra with 1.8k damage off in that fight. That's what we like to see coming in from our top laner. And, yeah, there we go. Top gap, potentially, question mark. Lots of plates did go to the side of Casante, though. Ivern, a little bit broken. With Miss Daisy, he's got Malignance. Oh, my goodness. What is this guy doing? And, like, Casante, I think he had teleport that whole time. I didn't even check, though. Because top lane's kind of irrelevant. From what I've been told. I am wondering why he's got that armor. That cloth armor. He better not be going plated steel caps against this team. Oh, he's going to go all out right here. Take Ornn into a spot that he doesn't want to be. And he's going to flash as well. Fusra is wasting his time just go on top lane, but he's just securing it just in case. So Solo Bolo coming in from LSM looking really good this game. Which makes me think he might have meant to take Lethal Tempo. I'm not really sure. Harold's going to go the way of Fusra, it seems like, for Team Tip. Doesn't matter if he needs to flash or not, Duba. The fact is that he did. Curse the Sad Mummy gonna come through. And Random Hero's just gonna have to back off that fight. Turret going down. Feats going the way of Team Tip. So, congrats to them on the feat. But let's see if they can do anything with those new shoes. Ooh. Human, his ult not going to really do the trick there. Good dash by Lucian to get out of there. Nope. That's where you're wrong, Duba. That's where you're wrong. If you think Piss Boys are going topside for 5 minutes, nope, nope, nope. Instead, Fusra are going to use the ultimate takedown Human Bane. And he does know with that vision that the red buff is up and available. Random Hero might find out that his red buff is gone, or he might just find a little doggy dog. No smite available for Fusro, so there should be a free nice leash red buff. It would be great if he said in all chat, nice leash. Varus missing the chains of corruption, wide right. Laces out Marino. Ornhorn gonna come in. Good knock-up coming in from Casante to interrupt the Ornhorn. Random Hero looking to fall by the hands of Mel. Cithra, where are you flashing to? Why are you flashing to the enemy team? Oh my goodness, Human Bane not able to take down LSM. He's going to live with just a sliver of health. Why can't I not click on this feller? That's neat. There we go, there we go. Mercenary Wolf, hello. Ugh. What an annoying jungler you are on your Zac. That's okay. Thanks for being here. Thank you for subscribing as well with your Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime can help keep the Beer League website up to date. Helps pay some of the bills that we have on it. Well, that Vermilion has on it. So it's always nice to have. Oh, what was that fight? That was a fight for Beer League Light. Because when there's no objectives up, why not fight? Nyx. Nyx, you. Here we go, Empirical. What are you going to do here? Just dance around. Ocean Dragon is up and available. Are we going to get another team fight? Do we need the team fight? Look on here. Probably. Mel's using an early block. An early reflect on hers. Good flash coming in with the ultimate, but unfortunately everyone's running away because they're big scaredy cats. Cithro going to go in, try and knock up Fusro. It's not going to be enough. Great E coming in from the Mel. There's a lot of damage that she can use if she does have ultimate. And that's just the split fight. Fusro is going to get 1 kill. Pencil Prime's just going to get away barely. Empirical trying to do his best to run away. Going to pop the barrier, and it's not going to be enough. Fusro is going to be living. Everyone's going to fall for the side of the Piss Boys. So great job. Starting from a negative, making this a big positive. Oh my goodness. What a fight coming in from just the tip. If you are a Piss Boy fan, you're not feeling good right there. You had everything set up for you. You just needed like one little takedown. Everyone lived with barely any health. But the thing is that they lived. And that's also Dragon number 3 going down to TIP. Alright, that's 3 dragons at 1920. One more and they've got the soul. Duba, thank you for the Twitch Prime. We appreciate it. Maybe we'll get me a pizza after we pay for the website. That'd be pretty sweet. But I think Samurai Jack actually gets the first pizza off the casts. But honestly, he should like invest in just a second monitor. I think it would help his streams out a lot. I mean, no one should sub for Slamurai. He just casts a lot of games, so like he kind of needs some kind of reimbursement for his time and effort, even if 90% of the time it's just flaming maybe the Ornn for going Sunfire Cape. But we'll see. So Duba, if there's a long history with AP Vars. It's one of Empirical's like main things to do. Please don't tell me I'll alter that. Okay. 8 p.m. You're in trouble. You're in danger, as Ralph Wickham to say. Gerd, Curse the Sad Mummy coming through. Not enough damage going to be coming in though. Unfortunately. Ooh, Braum is going to go pop, 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 but so is Empirical. TP coming in from the Ornn a little bit late. Not really sure how we're going to use this all out here by LSM. Gonna flash. But good miasma coming in from Human Band. Unfortunately, you do not have a turret here. So unfortunately, you are going to be dying here. Not sure if LSM is going to be able to live or not. He will be able to. And this is where... Why do they play Steel Caps on Cassante? Anywho. Oh, stones. Alright. Thank you for the Twitch Prime subscription. That means even with your anchovy pizza, I won't raise your cost for next season. There's a long history of AP Vars mid. It's actually before your time, Eric. So I know you might be floored by that, but you know, it's true. It's been there before Coach Rivals was even in the beer league, I'm pretty sure. Nope. You can ask the historians, you can ask Empirical. Although he's way too humble to say that, you know, he did it first. I mean, the game's never over. Like, in a beer league light game, it's never over, you know? The Piss Boys had a 2,000 gold leader, just about. And yes, it's a little bit over, what number is that? 6K? You know, that's hardly anything. Every game is comebackable. Every game is winnable. Cithro might be in some trouble here. Does have flash, but he's gonna use it there. Laurel Mumu is on the way, and we are a-okay. 6K is 2 items, but you have to think, you know, it's shared throughout everybody, so not everyone's got those 2 full items. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to, you know, give some life, give some hope to the Piss Boys. That is true. One team has Fusro, so really they cannot win. Games can always flip. Games can always flip. My friend, we don't need to talk about that. Especially if it was the game that I played in. No, well, see, I would say the opposite, Duba. Because Fusro, he's living way out in the west coast. Whereas the Piss Boys are all Eastern time. Except Empirical, he's central, so that's whatever. Full AP is working. You think the full AP wasn't the best bet? Because I would hard agree with that. All right, one thing that we do have going for us though, the Piss Boys are setting up to stop this Ocean Soul. Fusro is by his lonesome. Var is going to hit the Chains of Corruption from as far out as humanly possible. He is going to be able to take down the Braum. Cassante, meanwhile, is just pushing in the top side. Ivan going to miss the Q. Going to use the exhaust on Elvania. Going to flash away. Human Bane, not really sure if this Cassiopeia is the champ for you. Just haven't seen much come out from Empirical. Not going to be able to take down Pencil Prime. Going to use the flash, but the barrier is just way too much. And Fusro is now going to start cleaning up this entire fight. It looks like he's going to flash, follow the Ivern to his death. Meanwhile, in the top side, Cassante is just split pushing like a good top laner does. The Lynch Draco special. Just split push while your team is fighting. They don't need you anyway. So there we go. Ocean Soul going over to the tip. Baron is up as well. No sums on the bot lane of the Piss Boys, so gonna be really difficult for them if they do in fact try to fight this Baron. Oh, alright, Stones, he saw your message in chat. He's like, oh wait, not the best purchase. So there we go. We are gonna be getting Spirit Visage coming in from the Cassante with lethal tempo. And, alright, we've got a 10k gold lead. This shouldn't be comebackable, but, I mean, every game is comebackable. Great vision set up. Oh! Fusro, what are you doing there? You shouldn't have been standing there. Getting hit by double alt Chains of Corruption and the Cassiopeia ultimate. Cassante can teleport in just for funsies? I don't think that, you know, the Piss Boys can do any. What was that? Flash random hero. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I don't think the Piss Boys can really take this Baron anyway. They have supers pushing into their base, so we are going to have a recall coming in from APM, I believe. Vision, I don't know how weird that banana bush is. And Onyx, you don't need Merc Treads if you're not dying. If you're not getting hit by your spells. If your feet are fancy and fast enough, what's the point of Merc Treads? Oh, random hero? Not going to get caught out. And it looks like the tip is going to go for this Baron call one more time. Hoping to just catch somebody out. They don't know that they're on vision. Cithro doesn't know that they don't know that they're on vision. Chains of Corruption, Curse of the Sad Mummy going to come through. Oh my goodness. And Aloe, the First Blood King, is dead. LSM might be falling just as well. This full AP, Varus going to be dealing some damage. Human Bim, not sure how many people hit with this ult. Cithro, unfortunately, going to be falling here as well. No jungle up for the side of PSS. This should be a Baron attempt. It looks like it will be. But, I mean, the side of Tip has great vision. The Mel still has her ultimate as well, so this is really dangerous territory for the Piss Boys. But I mean, as long as they can delay, this is pretty good. Chains of Corruption going to swing and a miss. Fusro looking for a kill, looking for something spicy. And Daisy's going to be popping out. Malignant's Daisy, oh, and that should be a dead Empirical. He used Barrier, and I didn't even see a shield on him. So, great kill. Solo Bolo coming in from Fusro. Unfortunately, APM is going to go down as well as Human Bane. And now it's a nice free Baron for the tip. Yeah, Muffin, it would be nice if they didn't blow every single thing on him. Chains of Corruption, not even going to come out, but Exhaust will. There's no way that tip is giving the Piss Boys, you know, that Baron. So now we're going to march down mid, see what we can do. Lucian did recall, but that's okay. Like, we've got enough damage. Taking out turrets. Oh, Empirical missing another ultimate from the Varus. AP Varus didn't do too much. The full armor Braum. Yeah, I just noticed that, but it is what it is. You know, some people say that Hallow doesn't look at gods, but he does whatever he wants. He does whatever he will pleases. Alright, top and Hib going to be respawning shortly, but I don't think that should be a real issue. I don't feel like the Piss Boys can really do much to make a comeback here. They are only down by 13,500 gold though, so anything is possible. Xante still working back on that top inhib. Good all coming in from Human Bane, but I mean, Fusro can just get right out of it. Calling not going to come through just yet from Pencil Prime. Varus all going to hit Aloe, as it has hit him all game, except for the ones that completely whiff. Calling going to come through from Pencil Prime. All out, not necessarily going to happen just yet. Good team fight coming in. It might be a little bit too late, but I mean, the side of the Piss Boys, they are fighting back. Good flash from Fusro. One Nexus turret did respawn, but this could be it. Fusro is just way too large. 5k gold lead over random hero. Pencil Prime gonna flash in for that kill. And game one going over to TIP. Good job to both teams. Alright, 2-inch Punishers taking game number 1. So let's go. Let's take a quick gander. So, GG for game 1. It's over. It's not over yet. Just game 1. So, I mean, one thing that's good for Piss Boys here is that they can't go full AP again. They shouldn't go full AP again. I mean, they can. Oh, we've got some all chat coming in the new pregame lobby saying that AD is good. Alrighty, I thought this was is this spectate? I don't know. Alrighty. It looks like I don't know what it looks like. What are we doing sidewise, people? Ooh, AP Callista. AP Kog'Maw coming up with the fiddle support. I don't think the fiddle support is going to be let through for the rest of the season. Unfortunately, he popped off way too hard early on in the season with it. Alrighty, we've got some time. Zac support? Potentially. I don't know. I thought that they were going to play it last week. But then they threw Zac top. What was up with that, Onyx? Or Nixu, whatever you pronounce yourself. You know, that was quite throw off. Alright, why am I not playing music? What are we doing here? What song do we want? I don't know, this song, big fan of it. I know APM was top. Why was he top? He shouldn't have been top. Alrighty, Piss Boys are gonna be red. Oh, whoop. Okay, I'm going to... Never mind, I don't have to do anything. Sweet. I know you ran support, but like you don't have to be scared. Like next time, Nixu, like maybe it'll be me top lane, and then that's a free dub for you. Cause all I know is mid lane. Be a hero. Alright, so we are into draft. My bad. Some people kind of just fly into things. And there will not be a fiddle support. There will not be an Udyr in the jungle this game. But you know what we'll have? We're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have people that don't use Draflow, but in this case, I don't mind it because Draflow was not great last week. Ooh, the Zac band gonna be coming through. Might be someone listening to a Twitch stream. They're thinking surely APM doesn't have a standard support that he can actually play. Volibear gonna be banned out as well. Time for Fusro's favorite. Is this Fusro's? Or not Fusro's, I meant Slamrise. Is this Slamrise's favorite Beer League song? I can't remember. This is loud. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with Draflow. I'm not sure. Like, I feel like they haven't updated anything. if for some reason it just broke. Dude, but do you think that Kate Elise lane is going to be for just the tip or for the Piss Boys? Intrigued to know what your thought process is here. What do you know that I don't know? There we go. Trundle gonna get locked in. This is a Fusro special. Gotta be him in the jungle, just split pushing for days. Never gonna play around a single jungle objective. And that's okay. Because that's what he does. Gotcha. I mean, like, he can play normal. It's just not his preferred method. Ooh, but he might have to play something standard here. Not sure if he's going to pick a Milio, a Lulu. I feel like Renata might not be bad, but I don't really know. It might be too early for that as well. Maybe we just go jungle pick right here instead. Save the support. Let's see. There we go. No Janna, just because Nixu is not playing support. That's one of his mains. Also, I really wish like this had a fearless thing to it, because Braum should not be here. Ooh, Jin gonna be picked up for Pencil Prime. Don't forget your Prime subs. Go directly to those in Beer League that you love. Let's get all of the Beer League songs that we have. Running through them. Millia wouldn't be too bad. I mean, there's not too much crowd control on the side of TIP, but just the healing that it does, the knockback, you can cleanse the Thresh Hook, which would be nice. And there we go. There we go with the Millia. It's SD Queso's little friend. Yeah, let's start be a fun champion. Yeah, Muffman, it kind of seems like Onyx might be in the Discord call with him. I'm gonna take a gander. Oh, look at that. He's not. Danny Phantom shout out. Oh, the Milio pick. Wow. Wow. Alright. Gwen gonna be picked up or banned away by the Piss Boys. Another Malphite ban coming through. Did not know that was a Cithro special, but definitely something that the 2-inch Punishers don't really want to play against. Captain Flowers. Ooh, Fiora ban gonna come through. I didn't know more than Pichiku played Fiora in Beer League Light, so that kind of makes things a little bit scary. Alright. We do need better Beer League music. I need to really find some non-whatever DMCA stuff, but I'm too lazy for that, so instead we're just gonna sit here in silence. Because boredom. Garen gonna be banned away from Cithro as well. Ooh, Shen gonna get picked up by Cithro. I think this is one of his preferred champions. Also gonna be really good to help just to keep the Kog'Maw alive. And one thing that I really like is that no one has Aftershock for the side of PSS, so Trundle can't get those sneaky bonuses and put someone at negative armor magic resistance. Duba believing that the Beer League Light knows how to play Camille, but instead we're just going to get a nice little Galio. Alright, so everyone's just going to pile onto one another is what it looks like. A Jarvan ult followed by a Galio ult followed by a Shen ult. Should be pretty darn fun. Aatrox gonna get picked up in the top lane. That's, as the kids say, a little spicy. You do need an AD carry. Ooh, Swain gonna get picked up by Human Bane in the top lane. There we go. That, or in the mid lane. Sorry, don't mean to mislead anybody. Aatrox, this game is a wide jubilee. Alisum did pop off really. Oh, last series. Okay. I love Swain. Swain's a lot of fun. I mean, you've got 4 melees. I don't see how this is super duper horrible, but we will find out. Oh, look how glorious this looks. Why is Pickbait not showing up? Here we go. Oh man.
Well, now I'm just mad.
Yes, I mean Ori is nice with a little delivery system, but nah, I mean Muffman, I think Galio has enough AP. I mean he gets a pretty decent hybrid build as well. Like his magic damage is enough, and there's really only one true tank on the side of the Piss Boys, so could be annoying. That shouldn't be too shabby. How's everyone's weekend going? Anyone doing something fun? Or something dumb? It's possibly true, Duba. Definitely possibly true. Ah, Nixie, that's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I hope it was a good time. Happy birthday to your wife. If I had a better Borat voice, I would say it, but I do not. Glad it was fun. Thanks for the invite. Jerk. Alright, so Duba, are you analyzing the game or the draft as a fan of League or as a fan of the 2-inch Punishers? Ah, you're watching from your phone. Gotcha. Gotcha. As a fan of League, well, either way, glad you're chatting in the chat. That's what it's here for. Help us drive up those numbers. Yeah, I mean, into that comp, it's a little bit interesting, but Kog'Maw's just a, it's an I don't know. It's comfort pick for Empirical. But, I mean, we'll see. I think the mid lane gank should be super easy for the side of TIP. Just CC Galore, Pillar are going to be super duper annoying. If Fusro plays this anything like Pyroan has in the past, like, should just be Swain Dead on repeat. Whoops, that was not DMCA music that was about to play. That's how we get in trouble. No, I mean, I'm rooting for both teams to just have a good time. I think that's what I have to do as commissioner of the league. I believe that Muffin Man. He's taught Fusro everything that Fusro knows about jungling. But not everything that Pyroan knows. Well, I mean, not that much. But it's enough for the beer league light. Alright, we are going to get started in about 3 minutes. I don't know. I would really like to see Fusro try and play a Nidalee game. I think that could be fun, especially in beer league light. Don't think it's going to happen though, which is a little bit sad, but that's Fusro's fault. Nixu, I did nothing with this overlay other than the background. The actual overlay is just an app. And if anyone feels like casting, they want the app, just let me know and I can make sure that gets sent your way. Although, why didn't the bands go through? Or show? That's kind of weird. The app is Blue Bottle or League Broadcast. Nixu, I don't like compliments, so I will not be taking any. Especially whenever you carried us in the beer league finals last season. I can't say that I've had the strawberries and cream Dr. Pepper. Not a big Dr. Pepper fan, but with Fireball, it's great. Eric, I don't think you watched the same finals. Although Ched did have a pretty good Irelia game that helped us out. It was a good time. Dude, Ched, I saw Ched today. He was awake whenever I saw him both times, so that was good. But he's definitely asleep right now. His daughter complained about her new baby brother, just keeping her up at night. All right, we've got game coverage in 14 seconds, give or take 20. Let's give a nice little refresh. I mean, Richie, it's not my fault that you're worrying about CS. Like, just go for the pedals. That's what everybody else does. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Reconnect me. Alright, we had a mini issue getting into the game. Let's hope that this works. Shh. Don't tell Samurai Jack about direct to camera. Alright, he doesn't know about that yet. He doesn't need to know about it ever. Ooh, Human Bane starting with the Q on Swain. Gonna spot out that ward, and looks like the gold difference is over. Easy game for the Piss Boys. Already up 5 gold. I know that people do enjoy whenever Samurai does that stuff. So since they enjoy that, I try and make the stream as horrible as possible. So I will not be touching that. Jungle starting both sides of the map, working their way toward top. Which, you know, it's a choice. No passive. The lower people are, you know, or I guess after every ability you get to them, and then whenever they're low you execute them. You don't have to read. But lots of trading going down the mid lane. Phase rush on the Galio. Not a bad idea, but it might be a solo bolo. Riot doesn't like to believe so, though. No flash Q coming in from Human Bane. Doesn't want the kill that badly. Trundle's in the area, so he is following the Pyroan school of 3 camps into a gank mid lane. Human Bane will definitely have to flash. Gets the claw out, gets some bonus health. Ooh, lots of bonus health right there. It's a good play, good flash out. Unfortunate that jungle had to miss out on some of their Raptor camp. Got the lead there, but it's gonna help out. Kog'Maw passive, that's it's one that was made in Japan, I believe. Could be wrong. Can I fix the TIP scoreboard? I can. Not sure why they can't line up correctly in their own time. It's kind of frustrating. That's the one. Kamikaze. And I mean, there was only one Sunfire last game, and it was by the side of the Piss Boys, so like I couldn't really flame it. Because it just worked out so well. Because the other team actually had AD. So it's got the armor part. Random hero knows that Jarvan's in the area. Fusaro should be able to get double crab. Doesn't have smite for it though. But he's pushing it downward. Looks like oh, Jarvan. Gonna go back in onto LSM. Trundle is on the way. No flash available for the Trundle though. Richie couldn't be more wrong with that one. Like, actual names. Good dash. By Sithra, making sure that it doesn't get caught out. Dragon is up in 27 seconds. Fusaro's yet to recall. Wouldn't be surprised if he just does a few more camps. Just for funsies. Fusaro does a really good job, though, with his wards, making sure that he gets vision in the enemy jungle, making sure that his team is nice and safe. Sithra going to be forced to flash away. LSM going to take a turret shot just for funsies, so that's always nice to see. I mean, the 4 gold lead for LSM is massive. Support's perfectly even in gold, as all things should be. I am intrigued to see what happens here. So I think Sithro... Alright. Not too much. Elvanya gonna disrupt the Swain back. Sithro, not your best farming on the turret. That's okay. Last chapter gonna come in from the Swain on his first recall. Everyone knows where Fusaro is, and if he's recalling right now, this could be not a bad jungle dragon take right here. Also, how is Empirical at full mana? What in the world is going on here? Do people not use mana as ADCs? Am I playing ADC wrong? Am I supposed to just auto attack? Alright, random hero not going for dragon. He's gonna say, we can leave that up for the other team. Human Bane is level 6 though. I think it's a really great time to fight as a Swain. Like, you've got your ultimate, you really shouldn't die whenever you have your ult. And looks like we are going to get a nice little, would call it repeat gank, but not really. Nope, Trundle not going to be fishing for that Swain. One thing that I noticed about Human Bane is he loves his control wards. He will use them all of the time. Buy a bunch too. Alright, and Trundle is ready to go and get this dragon party started. Got ults on everybody except for the Piss Boys. Piss Boys do not have ult yet. They are about to take over to level 6, so it shouldn't be too bad. 8 PM. Living a little bit dangerously. Smite coming through by Fusro. I do believe he does have a second charge though, so he'll be fine if and when the dragon's up and ready to go. These thresh hooks looking a little interesting. Alright, we got the cannons. Let's sit through this A-okay in my book. Human Bane there, you have to hit the E, press the W, wait a little bit, then pull him back into it. I think it'd be good to go. To get that full stack of Swain Bird souls. Alright. Ooh, Sithro does not have his dash available, but LSM not looking to do too much. Fusro gonna be split pushing later today, so he's gonna be going for these grubs. Wants them for free. I don't know, random hero, a little bit too passive on this jungle Jarvan, I feel like. I think he should be able to set up some pretty easy ganks, but nothing coming in just yet. There is a lot of good vision down from him, just the tip though. So it could be why he's not ganking as much. I'm just gonna pan over 2 grubs myself just to see that all 3 are dead. All 3 are down. Melee's getting some decent vision. To the bottom half. We're still killless in this game, so who is gonna get first kill in this game? Is it gonna be LSM? Is it gonna be Pencil Prime? Is it gonna be Fusro? Or is it gonna be a Swain? Ooh, I don't know if Swain actually got that eyeball proc for the HP. Piss Boys are going to start up the Dragon. Curtain Call going to be coming through from Jin. Let me zoom out a bit so we can see if he's actually hitting anything or if he's just blind, but instead Milio kicks him out of it. Mountain Dragon going over to the Piss Boys. Random hero, there's also a Scuttle Crab in the river if you'd like it. It's free. Trundle's in the top side, but he will be taking a red buff. Oh, good gank coming in from random hero, but he pressed Q then E. I don't think Aloe should have flashed before getting cataclysmed by the Jarvan. Is that his alt's name? I don't know. We'll never know. But first blood going over to the Jarvan random hero. Gonna get that kill, and that should help him because Fusro is gonna take all of his jungle camps in the top half. Cithro down about 20 CS. He is going to get dove right here. Not sure if Jarvan's going to be able to get there in time. Ultimate going to come through from the Trundle. And Q number 3, I believe, is going to be taking down Cithro. So 1-1 in the kills. APM all by himself in the bot side. He is support. Not sure why I was so surprised about that. Flash going to be forced away by LSM. Humanbane going to get the solo bolo on the Swain. That's why we pick it. And look, here's Fusro. He's like, I've got grubbies. I'm a Trundle. Let's just smash this turret together, Alvania. Sweet. And, what in the world? 3.5 plates just going down that one fight alone? That's going to give Fusro a pretty decent gold advantage. And we are going to get a mini lane swap coming through, mainly just to correct what had already happened. Dash coming through before Fusro can even throw out a pillar. Fusro's got some kind of gold hack. I mean, he's got a lot more CS, a few more camps. He's got a lot of plates shared. Meanwhile, Ohio State absolutely crushing Minnesota. Not that any of you cared. Not that any of you were watching. Not that any of you asked. But it's on my TV in the background. Oh, Thresh. Gonna miss out on the hook. Does hit the flay though. Gonna use exhaust and the ultimate as well. Everyone's here in the bot lane. Milieu. Good blocks. Oh no. Fourth shot gonna come down and random hero gonna get ulted, gonna get healed. But it's not gonna be enough. Pencil Prime with the kill. 2-2 for kills. Humanbane gonna hit the claw, gonna hit the ultimate. Galio is gonna be joining, but so is the Shen. So lots of global ultimates going to come through. Humanbane, you need to continue taking and dealing some damage to get that Conqueror proc, but you also don't want to take too much or else you're going to die like that. LSM going to get the kill. Feats going to come through. APM. And the Kog'Maw. Knowing what they got to do, but still too late. 5-4. TIP in the lead. Turret number 1 should be going down here as well. Jarvan's going to do his best to disrupt him. He's actually going to use the ultimate as well. Not sure if it's going to do exactly what he wanted to. Just outside of turret range, and the grubs and minions are going to finish off that turret number 1. Feed's going the way of just the tip. And Jarvan, I get the idea. I'm not going to say I like the idea, but your idea did not work out. I mean, some can say that Jarvan overextended. Others might say, you know, he's limit testing. He might not feel super, you know, confident in their team right now. What was that lantern for? Not really sure. Humanbane gonna try and catch out this Jhin. Gonna miss, because that crit right there, I suppose. Got a little bit of movement speed. And good job by Thresh, clearing out as much vision as he can. Yeah. And what's this? This Herald play for Fusro, uncontested. This side of PSS has no clue in the world at all that they're going to be on this Herald. So I really hope that, you know, they try and do something on the other side of the map. You have to realize we don't have vision on a lot of members of TIP. So, like, surely we can do something elsewhere. So, it should be Dragon going over to the Piss Boys, but instead it's red buff, Krugs, everything going the way of Fusro. Even a little Shen. Oh, I like this idea of just, hey, we're gonna attack this turret. Good taunt coming through though by Cithro. Aatrox ult gonna come through. He does also have his flash. Fusro is gonna use it. Fusro is gonna get the kill. And finally, Piss Boys feel comfortable enough to take the dragon. Curtain Call gonna come through. Not gonna be in time. And Thresh should go down. He's gonna be forced to use his flash and the exhaust as well. Human Bane on this way, and he's gonna be really annoyed that he's so slow. Can't keep the ult going. That was a really weird lantern play or hook play, but we like it. Human Bane gonna get 2 kills there. I think Empirical got 1 as well. But what in the world? The side of Tip just taking everything that they won in the top half of this jungle. And Emilio, little buddy, you might not be where you want to be. As a caster, I can confirm it, but as a commissioner, I will not confirm or deny that rumor. But I also had a school counseling lesson this past week where we shouldn't spread rumors, so no comment. Nope, nope. I don't care if you're not asking for advice or not. It's just a way of life. Shouldn't be spreading rumors. I mean, if Twitch chat votes to raise Fusro's cost 0.5 point, I mean, I don't think we're beneath or above. We're not above, you know, Twitch Prime subs determining people's costs. What's the difference in Stout League and the Light League? So Stout League, player cap, you can be anywhere from Iron all the way up to Masters. In Beer League Light, it's anywhere from Iron to low Emerald for the most part. And then the cap as well is just crazy different. The cap in the lower league is 13 points, whereas in the upper league it's 25, so almost double the cap, double the fun. Alright, raise stone up, I can do that. Also, Muffin Man, like, if people want to be part of the raiding committee, they're always invited. It is nice to have more voices than just the few, the proud, the commissioners. Booster trying to take down Human Bane before this dragon up in 2 minutes. Never mind, I don't know what I'm talking about. Honestly, it's not a lot of work. But I think in future seasons, there's not going to be as much rating committee, just because the new site is going to be playing a part in it, based off how well you perform against people that are rated above and below you. So that's actually kind of neat. Stay United going to be coming in from the Shen. Good taunt for the Aatrox underneath the turret. He's going to use that flash. Cataclysm going to come through from random hero, and Aloe should be falling here. So great team fight coming in from the Piss Boys. Now leading 98 in kills, still down. Decent amount in the gold, but they've got a lot of standing gold on the map. I don't believe Petals is in the game. Oh my goodness, are we really going to flip Atacon here? Alright, Piss Boys are going to start up Atacon. Fusro is on his way along with Jin. Jin does not have Curtain Call available. Galio does have his ult. 8 PM, not in a great spot. Oh, he got stuck in a wall. He's going to be forced to flash out. Cithro going to do his best to keep Fusro off the Atacon. Teleport coming in from LSM. He's going to get Empirical. The barrier is not going to be enough. Oh my goodness, why are we flipping Atacon? That's almost a clean sweep coming in from the tip. Why are we throwing Atacon like that? You know Fusro's still alive. He can cover so much ground on the Trundle. Dude, but it's about that, yeah. We are still debating on how many teams, or if the Light League is still viable or not. Um, but there's also like a quote-unquote salary cap, so people do get rated various amounts, anywhere between 1 and 4 point, well, between 1 and 7.5, based on a few factors. But I think you should definitely try and sign up. We need more teams. Oh, well, Eric, Rihi, enjoy your Flex Q game. Thanks for the invite. Make sure you stick around though, and we can all find out how badly Ohio State beats Minnesota. I didn't dodge on purpose, Eric. It's because Shogath didn't show up as a mid lane champion back then. I don't know why. And also, I don't play with people that are high elo, so anything above platinum. Alright, LSM gonna do his best to solo Bolosane. United gonna come through from the Shen. Not sure if it's gonna be in time. Wow, I thought it was a lot earlier. Never mind. Finally came through. APM has to body block. APM. Oh no, APM is gonna die. I mean, you had to kind of do that though. Make sure that your Empirical lives. You should be good, Duba. Should be is the keyword. Yeah. Alright. Now, one thing with the Swain is I do like Blackfire, I do like Leandries, but if you can get Rylai's on him whenever the other team's just going all in, they really can't move, and it makes your team fight so much stronger. Alright. Got Dragon up in 2.5 minutes. Baron up in 1 minute. Even though the game is close with kills, Fusro's just been running around the map like a madman. So 3.6k, up 80 CS. The grubs that he has just OP. Human, I'm glad that he's not really stepping up too far, but he's still stepped up too far. Gonna pop the ultimate, and you know that's a very reactionary ult coming through, but I can't say I haven't done that before. Tip just lost one game whenever, or one series whenever they couldn't make the matchup happen. Tried to reschedule like 20 times and it just always fell through. So then the other team said, yeah, that's enough trying to reschedule. I mean, Kog'Maw might be able to carry, but he's actually even like down gold. So it'd be a little bit interesting. Would be fun to see though. Actually, Duba, whenever you mentioned about this year's ranked for February, you might need to play 30 more games. Just because if you are new to the beer league, we're definitely going to require it. But for those that have played in multiple seasons in the beer league, it is a little bit more lax on those rules. So just whenever the new season starts, just make sure that you get ranked games in. Unfortunately, it's just unlucky timing, but you've got all of January. So, and probably some of December as well. Alright, we got Dragon up in 17 seconds. Kog'Maw just getting hooked right away. Unfortunately, Tip really doesn't want to play that game. Fusro. Speed, man. LSM gonna try and do his best take down Random Hero. Random Hero looks to be falling right now. Stand United gonna come through from the Shen as well. Fusro's gonna ult him. And jungle on jungle violence. Al is gonna go down, but it's for the best. Empirical going way too deep, but there's really not much else he could do. And this should be a nice, clean wipe, other than losing Alo, whatever you want to call him. Ooh, glad we've got audio, Mr. Faja. Thanks for joining. And, you know, I feel like TIP is giving more than just the tip this game. They're really making sure that PSS is feeling their power. So I don't know. I mean, just the gap in top and jungle is massive. 8.5K between the two. I feel like that's just disgusting. But one thing that I do want to look at really quickly is the damage dealt tab. Like, it's all LSM for his team. No one else is even close. Meanwhile, for the side of PSS, like, you've got two people that are putting out the damage. Yes, Human Bane's not as high as Empirical, but it's close enough. And Fusro gonna do his best to just wail on Human Bane. Human Bane, unfortunately, just got his ult off. And gonna force out the flashes of a few members from Tip. And Baron's coming up, so I don't feel good for Random Hero. I feel like he's gonna try and clear out his own camp, which, yes, is not a dumb idea, but right now it is a dumb idea whenever you don't own any of the map. And I'm gonna zoom over just because Beer League does not want to. Alright, Random Hero's gonna have to flash out. Fusro soloing the Baron? But, you know, he's got friends in the right spot. So, Baron gonna go down. Nice free Baron. Going to TIP. 9.2k gold lead. Was this game ever even close? It was for the first 11 minutes or so. But I feel like top lane was just always a victory. Jungle was always just gonna go Fusro's way. Hey, Muffman, if nothing's happening, that's a good thing for your team. Where is Worlds this season? Is it not Europe? It's in China. Oh, jeez. Oh, I don't want to wake up early. Whoa, hold on. Eric, they also lost Simi Nomas. Okay. Gosh. Thank you, Nixie. I mean, yes, it was an upgrade. But still. Looks like Tip is just gonna push it in right now. Doing their best to just break down the defenses of the Piss Boys. The records might actually be even. I don't know. We're 2-1. No, we're 1-2. Never mind. Not great. I don't know what CR is. I'm not allowed to watch the Beer League Stout. There's too much danger going on. Too much action. Too much damage. Meanwhile, we're getting just the Fusro special of, hey, I'm Trundle. I'm gonna split push. Enjoy. But yeah, unfortunately, not looking good for the Piss Boys. Down 11k gold at 31 minutes. I think Ched is sub. I don't know. Has he played a game yet? But he's definitely just a Bard player, so I really don't know how he's going to be playing this season if there's only one champ that he can play. I mean, I know that he gets placed on Milio duty as well from time to time. But yeah, Ched's a sub. Welcomed home a little boy just last weekend. I think he enjoyed playing something other than support last season. He just hasn't played something other than support in a long time. Although whenever he plays ranked, I don't know. He went from like platinum to silver whenever he went from support to mid. It was wild. Alright. Not really sure why this game slowed down so much. Massive gold lead. And, you know, as Dupa told us before, like, every 3k is an item. So they've got like 3.5 items up. I think Ched honestly plays Phil in ranked. And it's wild. Alright, we're going to get one of our final team fights. I feel like Galliol can be coming through. Oh my goodness, LSM just doing whatever he can to get onto Empirical. Good taunt coming through by the Shen, but it's not going to be enough. Cataclysm going to come down, but instead Ren Hero is just going to be dying. Cithro is going to be falling as well. Their only hope for the Piss Boys is dead. We've got APM on Emilio, and he's just going to get munched and crunched and dead. Fusro going to be dancing on the souls of the Piss Boys. In 2-0 for the side of the 2-inch Punishers. So taking their record to 2-1. They've only lost a forfeit game, a forfeit series, and they're looking pretty darn strong. Top lane looking really great. Jungle average at best. But everyone else on the team doing their job, making sure that they're, you know, not a reason for a loss. So looking pretty darn good. So nicely done. Thank you all for hanging out with me on your Saturday night. You guys are all so cool for watching video games at this hour. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy your Sunday reset tomorrow. And have a good night, everybody. Goodbye.